guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 7. Not going to do a huge recap because I just watched the last episode and I feel like I talked a lot about it. But main takeaways, Amos was the MVP of the episode. He gave no shits. He killed Strickland. Naomi asked Fred Johnson to use his missiles to help stop the hybrids. As far as we know, that was a successful mission. But then at the end of the episode, it seemed like something was moving off of Venus. So I don't know what is controlling that. I don't know how they're communicating with each other, why they're communicating with each other, what they're building. When Kato was being questioned, it was like, you can't stop the work, something about the work, it'll be done soon. Very much focused on the work. So I don't know what the work is, but clearly these aliens that brought the protomolecule to humanity had a purpose for it, so maybe we will see what that purpose is going to be sometime soon. I don't know, but when Bobby was having her interaction with the proto dude last episode, he looked off into the distance right as he was going to rip off her armor and I assume kill her. He looked off and it seemed like he was distracted by something. It could have been happening at the same time that the Arbogast or whatever that was on Venus, the mountain of Protomolecule, when that was going off of Venus. It could have been that. Could have been like a call to arms kind of thing. I feel like so much happened last episode that it should have been a season finale. But Aaron Wright was arrested. Don't know how long that's gonna last. I feel like he'll find a way out of it, but as of right now, he can't really do anything. He can't really have influence with his words. Well, he can still have influence with his words, but he can't have political or powerful influence behind a jail cell. So I'm interested to see what his next move is moving forward. I don't really think we're going to see a lot of him this episode unless it is focused on him trying to get out, trying to manipulate people into releasing him. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, he's the real treasonous person. The war was started on a lie, and people believed that Christian was the treasonous person, but she's not. So, she believed that she needed a protomolecule to get into the good will of everybody, but she doesn't, because now Aaron Wright has been arrested, and hopefully that will free her from being labeled as a treasonous person by everybody in the UN. But yeah, I'm going to shut up and get right into the episode, so without further ado, let's get into episode 7.
We would be justified.
Look at that Netflix.
But instead,
her
we
necklace.
will choose peace, for we have arrived at the dawn of a new era, and are witness to an event unlike anything else in the history of our species.
Yeah, what is that? It looks like a jellyfish.
So I'm asking you, we will face the unknown together.
Ooh. It's like a ring. The ring? Unstable orbit. Oh. Why does this remind me of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Your nail keep the best time in the system for the Jupiter 6 run. You're going to be banging a superstar.
So is he a racer? I love how consistent all the Belters' accents are. Like, they all sound the same.
You always off somewhere, do your thing, and you get tired of the wait. And your brother, he understand me. He like you.
Stay safe and sorting out this superstar.
Oh god. Poor guy. Is this Beltic? Is this the Belter language? Belter Creole, right? That's what it's called. I keep on saying Beltic. Oh no. I'm sorry, I know this is like sad for him, but...
So a lot of people think you're special.
Special? I don't know about special.
So what about you? You're just here for the money too?
I'm gonna be on a ship one way or the other. At least this one's part of mine. We are a regular working contract ship.
What happened to Naomi Nagata?
Oh yeah, wait, what?
She's on a leave of absence.
So how far after the last episode is this? How many, has it been weeks? Has it been months?
Only for you,
Days?
Just give them to me already.
Shut up, just talk. Where the fuck you be?
away.
That drummer? That's totally drummer.
I don't want to see that shit where people are working. They can do it on their own time.
You get no trouble from me, boss man.
We do all the hard work.
And Dawes has to make it look like it's his.
You know, I've got your back.
Damn, I better I'm your captain.
Is that Dawes? Damn, we haven't seen him in a while. Oh. It's definitely not him. Fuck is this?
Commodore Class Sash for requesting permission to come aboard. Long time since the docks on Ceres. You have done well for yourself.
You too. Of course, that always was your main concern.
You remember Mr. Harald?
You little shit.
Diogo.
He has no place on this ship.
The OPA officially granted him amnesty. Fred didn't tell you.
Wow.
That is your commanding officer.
Look at his tattoo. That's kind of sick.
You're a lieutenant in the OPA Navy now. Start acting like one.
Yes, sir.
Matching outfits, really?
It's a work in progress. I'm still getting used to being in uniform myself. Certainly better than the clothes of indentured servitude.
Ew.
Welcome to the Behemoth.
I don't like the passive
I
aggressiveness.
can feel the love already.
187 days.
Since the ring was formed?
Oh, well, there we
187
go.
days, 16 hours, 53 minutes.
Do you think it might have been alive in some way?
A life form?
Yeah.
I think so.
Aren't you part of the godly contingent?
No, I came here in a spaceship, not the wings of an angel. I'm able to appreciate the difference.
There's no doubt in my mind. That is a piece of technology.
I remember reading
Alien
about the first
technology,
groups of
though.
Earth in the solar system centuries ago.
Pray that it's inert.
It's not, though. I think it's just waiting for something. It has a purpose.
Oh, Dawes asked me to ask. He was very worried when he heard you got shot.
I had his name tattooed around the room to remind me.
I forgot how funny you are.
You believe you should be in command.
Well, of course I do, but this is not about experience. It's about politics and perception. Fred has Protomolecule. Dawes has cortisol, and they both need this ship. I haven't lied to you. We have to work together.
What is his
Who
purpose?
knew Beltas?
Like, what is he here for?
Okay.
Our construction skiff malfunctioned. It's stuck in a hard spin. Pilot's not responding. Kill in the drive now. I'll bring it back to the dock.
It almost sounds like Naomi has a little bit of a Belter accent again. Like, she must have been here for months. I think it's been like 5 months. So she's kind of regained her accent back. This feels like the series premiere. It feels like episode 6 was the end of a season. And this is the first episode of a new season.
That skiff pilot.
He was incapacitated. Pixie dust.
Yeah,
It's a drug, pixie dust?
that's what I wanted to talk about. There's a black market trade on board.
Always is on missions like this. Not much else to do for fun.
I saw the skiff pilot with a dealer earlier. I should have told you about it. I misjudged the situation.
What was he, a drug
I
runner?
made you chief engineer because I learned to trust you.
I'm sorry.
That skiff driver was free to put whatever he liked into his body. We all are. Until that freedom puts others at risk. Who is the dealer?
So he was running drugs, or he was on drugs, and that's what caused him to spin out? Maybe this guy's the fucking dealer.
Magnus.
Is this guy
It's unusual
blind?
to find green walls on a ship like this.
I call them Prax panels.
What's a Prax? He helped us and we helped him find his little girl. Where are they now?
They're both on Ganymede Station. Prax is helping him rebuild it. He was my best friend in the whole world.
Why didn't you go with them?
He didn't ask. He didn't have to.
I heard you shut down Monica. Does that mean I have a chance?
Oh,
Like I told her,
really?
I don't shit where I eat.
Is that the dealer?
We do not have to be part of it.
I mean, you gotta make an example.
Have a word.
In a minute.
Now,
How many have you spaced for reasons just like this?
not more than I'd like to admit, but we're not pirates or rock hoppers anymore. We're citizens of the belt.
Can they throw him in prison or
Like
something?
the animals that the Inners have always portrayed us to be.
I don't like him either. But in this, he's not wrong.
That's crazy her accent came back. Like, I didn't notice it, it's very slight, but some of the words, she sounds like a Belter.
If anyone has any contraband in their possession,
They have until then to put it in here with no repercussion. After that,
Anyone caught dealing will be thrown in the brig, court-martialed, and sent back to Sirius for incarceration on a prison bond. Those are our captain's orders.
Oh God, it's been quite some time, I guess. So this guy's going to the ring, and I guess it takes a long time to get there, maybe weeks, months. I don't know how long it takes to grow out a beard. I guess it's different for everybody.
I think maybe I was wrong about you. You pulled this one off.
Oh, isn't she fucking
I'll
his
be
brother
waiting for
though?
you when you get back.
That's one way to motivate him.
Why'd you have to look?
Oh no.
Melba, what in God's name have you been doing?
I have to do this.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to do this.
I really wish you had.
Melba, I fought people before. Please don't make me hurt you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, what? Holy shit, what? Holy shit. So she has like superhuman strength, but she's able, so she's
They said that
able to become tired.
country.
Is she a proto person?
Respond immediately or you may be fired upon.
No need. This the EK. Race out to Sirius Station.
EK, veer off now.
Firing up in a few seconds. Hold your piss. Today, I make history. Me, your Esprit.
What? Is that what happens to anybody? Oh my god. Who goes to the ring? Do they become Protomolecule? Ew. He, like, combusted. Are we gonna get no explanation for that? Hello?
Lose yourself a piece of time. You'll feel that. There's no balls on Siri. Just comes.
Is that real? Oh. Holy shit, though! We just saw Miller! Was that real? It wasn't real, because he disappeared. Oh, I wish it was real. So, is Holden just hallucinating Miller? Or is this like the protomolecule messing with his head, maybe? I don't know. With everything we've seen so far, I don't think it's plausible that Miller would still be alive. At least not his original form. You know, we've seen like Katoa when Katoa went under the experiments and was becoming like the proto dude. He changed significantly. He wasn't Katoa anymore. There was maybe a sliver, small percent of him that was actually still Katoa. So, I don't know. And the fact that they were on Eros and Eros was like ground zero, I don't think that there's any chance that Miller, and then I guess Julie, are still the same people. But that was pretty cool. They got the actor back, like, for that little moment there. I don't know if that has any more significance than just that, than maybe just Holden hallucinating, but maybe he's hallucinating him for a reason, and maybe, like, Miller will exist in Holden's hallucinations, and maybe will guide him to go do something. Because obviously Holden is very connected to Miller, and it almost seems like he's very similar to him in many ways in terms of his character arc. So maybe he just misses Miller, and Miller's hallucinations are projections of, like, his subconscious and what he really wants to do, and maybe that will guide him to his next event goal that he completes. Basically, like, I think 5 or 6 months has passed since the events of last episode, which is a huge time jump. It almost seems like this was the premiere of a new season. So the Belt, Earth, and Mars are all at peace. They all, like, I guess, made a truce. Christian has climbed the ranks in the UNN, and I assume Aaron Wright is still in jail, and I think Esteban is not in the picture anymore. I mean, Anna is still there, but Esteban's not in the picture. Maybe I don't remember if he resigned. I don't think they said anything about that, or maybe I missed it. But Aaron Wright, for the most part, is still in jail. Mao is locked up too, which is great. It's like all we could ever ask for is happening. So now I guess the focus is this ring that has formed. I forget where it formed. I think it was near, was it Uranus? I know Uranus is not how you are supposed to pronounce it. It's supposed to be pronounced Uranus, actually. So the ring has formed there, and judging by that scene with, what was his name, Neon, whatever, he crashed into it, so it's a solid thing. It almost has like a barrier, and he died. He got like combusted. So I don't know. I don't know what the purpose is. It's literally just sitting there, the ring, waiting for something. Maybe it's waiting to do work. Like Atoa was saying, the work will be done soon. They're building something. Maybe that's what he was talking about. They were building the ring. I don't know. I don't know what the end game is for this protomolecule. If they want humans to have it and for humans to use it in a certain way, or if they're trying to get a message across to them. I don't know. Maybe it has to deal with time, kind of like Arrival, because you have to figure out a way to communicate with these things that are foreign, are alien to you, and once you do that, maybe you understand them fully if you're able to communicate with them. So I don't know. In the case of Arrival, the actual weapon was time itself, and I think it's very similar to the protomolecule in that I think the protomolecule experiences time in a circle, just like the ring. And with humans, we experience time linearly. It's not like we could jump into the past or jump into the future and experience all of that at once. We experience everything chronologically, but maybe the protomolecule, because as we see it, could communicate with each other in real time. Maybe it's like a time paradox thing. I don't know. I'm falling down a deeper hole as I continue talking, but I guess my evidence for that would be, if you remember a while ago when Julie's body was found at the Falcon, I think it was called, the Blue Falcon, she saw Miller coming in with the bird, right? And if you remember the scene in season 2, episode 5, when Julie was laying, and she was Eros, Miller came in with the bird. So it was like, I don't think that happened twice. I think when she was dying in the Blue Falcon, she was experiencing that at the same time as her death. Like, that was almost her full death. At least that's how I'm perceiving it. I don't know. I could be very far off, but I think dealing with time is a very interesting concept, so I don't know if that's what the protomolecule is. I don't know what their goal is, what their weapon is, what they're trying to communicate to humans, if they're even trying to communicate with humans, what their goal is with sending this technology to humans. But clearly we've seen the human potential for it to be used in a very disastrous way. It's been used as a weapon for war, and it's been used on children to experiment, to make these weapons. So humans are clearly shitty and they don't deserve something like the protomolecule, so maybe we'll see it being used for good in future episodes. What we do know is that after all the events of last episode, the crew of the Rocinante are basically heroes, with James Holden, it's weird calling him James. He's like the main celebrity, the main guy that everybody's talking about. We even saw with Melba and I forget the other two guys' names, we saw that they were like talking shit about him. So he's very much a celebrity. And speaking of Melba and all of them, she had like superhuman strength. Are we going to talk about that? She didn't have any blue eyes. She didn't have a blue glow or a blue hue to her. So I don't think that she's anything to do with the protomolecule, but maybe the protomolecule has advanced so much that humans are, oh my god, that would be crazy. If you were not able to see if somebody was like a protomolecule person and they were just like a human, and that would be cool. If you weren't able, if the protomolecule, I have so many theories that are forming in my head right now that I'm getting ahead of myself. It would be cool if the protomolecule was able to imitate human behavior and human emotion and whatever, and kind of like disguise and do whatever its goal is. I don't know what its goal is. It could be good, it could be bad. Just like humans have potential for good and evil, maybe this protomolecule has potential for both. So we really don't know what the potential is. But if it learns, if we learn about it through it learning, and it learns, it has capability of learning, then it has capability to adapt, right? So then, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it seemed like she had superhuman strength, which we've only seen with the protomolecule people, and the only explanation I have for her not having the bluish glow is that the protomolecule has advanced so much that it is able to disguise itself as a human. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of sci-fi stuff recently, so maybe that has been poisoning my brain, but that would be pretty cool if we didn't know who was like protomolecule and who wasn't, because then that brings up a lot of ethical questions, and yeah, I'm definitely getting ahead of myself. I don't think that any of these theories are correct, but it's cool to think about, especially in a show like this where anything is really possible and my expectations have been subverted so many times. But yeah, I'm gonna get right into episode 8 right now. So yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 8. All right, bye guys.